Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you joined us today. And it is a gorgeous day in August, the last day of August. Feels like fall, though I'm really excited about fall. If you've been to the gardens, you know about Ribbit the exhibit. If you haven't, you've got to hustle right down here to see all the frogs that are hopping everywhere around the garden. Big ones and little ones. This book is called A Hippy Hoppy Toad. And I know toads are not frogs, but I fell in love with this book, and I think you will too. And then I'll tell you some more about it when I'm done reading. Alright, let's find out about the adventures of Toad. By the way, I have a toad living in my window well. I call him Theodore. I look for him every morning just to see if he's still happy. In the middle of a puddle, in the middle of a road, on a teeter-totter twig, sat a teeny tiny toad. There he is. And you can see that he's teeny because look at the snail and the ants. So you can see that that toad is really teeny. Snap went the twig. Up went the toad. Oh my goodness. And he landed on a tree by the side of the road. On the raggy, shaggy tree by the side of the road, on a rough, gruff bark, sat the teeny tiny toad. Peck went a bird. Jump went the toad, and he tumbled to a flower in a park by the road. On a fuzzy yellow flower, in the hush-rush breeze, sat the teeny tiny toad in the shadow of the trees. Bzzz, wanna bee. Hop went the toad. He's off again. And he jumped to the grass at the side of the road. In the slippy, sloppy grass where the toad still sat was a happy, snappy cricket with a sing-song trill. Chirp went the cricket. Oh my goodness, look how big he is. He looks like a giant cricket. Tree went the toad, and he chased the chirpy cricket to the gravel down the road. In the stony, gritty gravel, in the shade by the road, in the calm, quiet morning, sat the Hippy Hoppy Toad. Woof, woof, went a dog. Oh my goodness, look at him looking through the grass. Oh my goodness, I'd be scared. You think Toad's scared? Woof, woof, went the dog. Puff, went the toad. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's trying to make himself bigger to scare the dog. Do you think that'll work? Let's see. Then he hopped to the top of a stone by the road. On the fat, flat stone in the warm, still air lay a tough, scruff lizard with a sharp, steady stare. I bet that lizard's hungry. Went the lizard. Blink went the toad. Oh my goodness. What's better, a dog or a lizard? I don't know what Mr. Toad would say. And he hip-hop-plopped to the dry, dusty road. Down the dry, dusty road where the toad crept along under bunchy, crunchy leaves came an easy, breezy song. Whoosh went the wind. Swoosh went the toad. Do you see? He's riding in a leaf. Oh my goodness. And he flew to a leaf hanging close to the road. Round the flippy floppy leaf came a whirlwind gust of a huff-puff wind with a cloud of dust. Bump went a shoe. Oh, look at that shoe. I like that shoe. Thump went the toad, and he landed on the sneaker as it ran down the road. Past the flippy floppy leaf, through the bunchy, crunchy leaves, down a dry, dusty road, round a fat, flat stone, through the stony, gritty gravel, by the slippy, sloppy grass, past a fuzzy yellow flower and a raggy, shaggy tree. You can see the puff of dust going all the way down the path where Toad had traveled. Went the bump, thump, sneaker with the teeny tiny Toad, hanging on for a ride as they raced down the road. The shoe went zag, and the Toad went zig, hanging on for life. Oh my goodness! And he sailed through the air to a teeter-totter twig. Landed right on the twig. Whoop! Sent that ant sailing. In the middle of a puddle, in the middle of a road, on a teeter-totter twig, sat that teeny tiny Toad. Right back where he started. All right. I wanted to tell you why I picked this book, because when you come to the gardens, or when you've been to the gardens, you know there are frogs everywhere. And if you use your imagination, you can think they're like toads too. I read this story and said to myself, I'm going to write my own version, and I'm going to write it for the Ribbit exhibit right here at the gardens. So look for that story online in the next week or so. All right, until then, enjoy this lovely fall weather. See you next time.